Hey everybody, welcome to Paranormal Musings. I haven't done a video in quite some time. Uh, Lots of things have come up, anywhere from 6-hour tattoo sessions to homework and just crazy things like that. Um, Life happened, I guess. I usually do these videos on the weekends, and the past, like month or two, literally, I haven't really had time um, to myself. So, and this is something I do for myself. I really like doing these videos. So, uh, I guess it's kind of a hobby of mine, and I tend to push my hobbies back so I can get work done. Um, I'm starting to think that's really silly, and I'm missing out on life because of that. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. Anyways, so for this little webisode, I wanted to talk about um, entities, spirits, ghosts, whatever you want to call it, attaching themselves to you. Um, this is something I'm very interested in. I wouldn't say that I know too much about it, but I would say that I believe that it happened. I've seen, of course, episodes on, shows that I've watched. Sorry about that. I've seen episodes on shows that I've watched. Episodes on shows that I watched. Does this show you how tired I am? Um, anyways, where I've seen stories pretty much saying, we went to this place, we investigated, and then we came home and horrible things would happen, or, people started getting in a mood and nobody knew why, or the animals started going crazy. Um, Sorry again. Seriously, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know who's running around like that. It's really interesting. My neighborhood's interesting. Anyways, um, so I've seen things like that, and I've also thought about it, I guess, in context of my own family, because, um, as you know, I've always had interesting things happen to me since I was very young, and so has my mom and her mother, and like my grandmother, who she passed away before I even met her. She was like 45 um, when she passed away, I believe. And her and her half sister used to do things involving voodoo and things like that in Louisiana. And I remember, being 13 years old and going to meet my great aunt in Louisiana, and she must have been in her 80s then. This lady was kick ass, dude. She's all of 5'1". She's pretty tiny, but she'd walk faster than me. I would have to run to catch up with her when we were like doing laundry and going to pick up food and things like that. Anyway, she was pretty kick ass. But there was always that, don't mess with things that aren't here. Don't mess with voodoo. Don't mess with spells. Don't mess with spirits that try to talk to you. So, and I was like 13 when I heard this, and she wasn't like, super intense about it. She was just like, hey, don't do this. I've dealt with it before. Just don't do it. Because once you open that door, you can't close it, or it's really hard to close it. Whatever. So, I don't know. Ever since I I talked to her, when I was 13, I'm 24 now. I've kind of thought that there was something following my family around, something that attached itself to my family. So we've all experienced, paranormal situations, and some more intense than others. And sometimes it's a chain reaction. Sometimes, something will happen to me, and then something will happen to my mom, something will happen to her sister in Chicago, and it always happens, as soon as something's triggered in someone. Um, so I don't know. After my grandmother passed, things happened in my mom's family. She was put away for a while. Like, she was younger. I don't know if my mom was like 12, 13, or she may have been even younger than that. But they put her away in like a crazy house because my mom used to see, it sounds so funny. She used to see a spirit in the toilet. She'd go to the bathroom, and this guy's head would be in the toilet water. And she was younger. She would just talk to him, and she'd tell her dad, yeah, this guy in the bathroom, I was just chit-chatting with him, you know? Um, and everybody thought she was fucking crazy. So they put her away for a while until, one of my aunts, my mom's sisters, she had a situation where she went down to the basement and she saw, I think, I want to say 4 talking heads. Just the heads. They were talking and they were having a normal conversation with each other. She came in, they acknowledged her, and, she of course never went to the basement again in life by herself. Sorry, I can see the video like freezing and skipping right now. So sorry, I know that's gonna manifest when I upload this video anyways. But yeah, so that happened to her, and once things started happening, to the other sisters and things like that, they pulled my mom out of the place they put her into. So, as I've grown up, of course, I've spoken about it, out of body experiences from a really young age, and I never knew why. Like, that's what tripped me out. I'm like, nobody opened any door. I didn't, try to talk to spirits. I didn't play with Ouija boards. Actually, there were a couple of occasions where I would sit around while people were playing with Ouija boards. But things that happened to me were before I even had situations like that happen. So the out of body experience, the one where I jumped through the wall, I was like 9 years old when that happened. And as I got older, things got more intense, and I had to find some sort of faith, and that's what kind of protected me from really negative things happening, really scary things happening. Um, so I don't know, when I think about it like that, when I think about the fact that I've had things happen to me since I was little, I didn't provoke it. Um, the fact that it's a chain reaction with my family, I tend to believe that we might have something following us around. And it seems to only be the women. I don't know if the men in the family have things happen to them, or if they're quiet about them, or nothing's ever happened to them, but it seems to be the women. So I've always kind of made some kind of connection between my grandmother and her sister doing the whole voodoo thing, and, opening up doors that they really shouldn't have, and now things kind of follow us. And usually when an entity attaches itself to you, it's not like, oh, this is awesome, positive energy, all good things are going to happen to you. I don't even know if that happens. It's possible, but it's lots of negativity in my family. People getting drunk, and you hear that, like, people getting drunk and turning into somebody else. I've talked about this before too, the whole thing where alcohol is called spirits as well, and I think that makes you very susceptible to taking over or things like that. There's people in my family who drink and they turn into a completely different person, and it's not like textbook, oh, this is an alcoholic, this is like psychotic, you have superhuman strength, I'm kind of frightened of you, you don't look like the same person anymore, just weird, things like that. So, it kind of makes me think about, well, how do you get rid of it? If you do have something following you and your family around or whatever, how do you get it to stop? Especially when you have a substance involved, substance abuse or whatever, it makes it even harder to detach yourself from that negativity. Because sometimes I believe the negativity can only, the entity, whatever you want to call it, can only really manifest when you're in a weakened state. Hence substance abuse, being on drugs, being, drunk, whatever. It can only attack you seriously when you're in a weakened state. So, and then we know addictions are so hard to get over. So it's really like, I don't really know what you can do in that situation. It's something I need to research a little bit more, and I think I will definitely research it a little bit more, just to see if there's anything you could do about it. As you guys know, I do smudging already, and smudging doesn't get rid of, like, the crazy shit that I see happen sometimes in my family. So, but it does clear out negative energy. And I believe it does whatever you put into it, whatever you believe in, that's what's going to happen, that's what's going to manifest. So, whenever I've had issues, I've smudged in. I feel cleansed, my room feels cleansed. Speaking of that, I need to smudge you know, at some point in time very soon. I haven't done it in a little while. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about for this episode. Um, I'm always open for people leaving their stories or doing video responses and telling me their experiences. I haven't had any of that happen yet, but I'd be really interested in hearing other people's situations or things that have happened to them, or just their thoughts on, general topics that I'm discussing on this channel. That's always fun. I want to say thanks to all of my subscribers. I don't have a ton of them, but I do have a few, and everyone counts. I want to say thank you, and all of my new friends, I want to say thank you, and thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. It's nice to be around people who are interested in what I'm interested in, and who kind of don't laugh at you, because there are some people who just laugh, and I think that's insanely rude, but then again, that's me. Um, what else did I want to say? I hate to say this. I don't even want to say it. I think I might, I might, I think I might actually upload a couple of EVPs this weekend. I'm gonna do my absolute best to do that. I mean, like I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning right now, so I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna do it tonight, but maybe Saturday afternoon I can do it. I cleaned my room tonight, so that means I have more time for whatever I want to do, because I can't work in clutter. Can't do some clutter. But so yeah, it's pretty clean now. Hopefully tomorrow I can do more with the channel, and I think that's about it, you guys. Now I'm just rambling. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm fucking tired. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye, everybody.